Hey, Joe Mastriano. This video is on a limiting belief that says, I lack the time. I don't have enough time. It's a very common one. You could Google and look all this stuff up as it relates in general. But my concern is that all of us follow each other in developing the foundation that we need to continue to manage control of our life. So I'm going to apply all six methods of McOyle. One, your self talk affirmations. You don't have time to do your self talk affirmations. You've got all this other stuff. You have a whole list of, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do this. Well, that's the purpose of number 6, creating your day. You want to get rid of items that are not important to you, but you think they're important to you and that they may be important in the future. We all have 24 hours a day. Managing control of your life is managing those 24 hours. If something is not compelling you enough to do it, other things will become more important. I waited a long time to get this going. I had, you could say, every excuse in the book. I would only admit to maybe 2 or 3 of those excuses, but it doesn't matter because the bottom line is it didn't get done. So your affirmations don't have to take much time. You can do one affirmation, you can be conscious of it, and at the end of the day, you write down, did you use it or not? When you want to have the time, when it's important enough to you, and you do online searches and you find out about all these people who have had major benefits, you then might decide to look into it a little more and to read what people say about using affirmations. And then you'll want to put a little bit more time into it. But until you're there, just do it. Use 1 or 2 affirmations in the day. The second one, focus. How could you not have time to focus? I mean, that's what creates time. The more you remind yourself during the day, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? The less side tracking detours you're going to take. Third one, end of day notes. Hey, I fell for this for a while. I don't have the time to write this stuff down. And then I figured out, after doing this for weeks and having my list and each day, you just get used to it. So you shortcut it. I'm in a hurry. I want to check my stock trades at the end of the day. So here's my notes. Focus, did I do it? Yeah, a little bit. Affirmations, okay. My workout, no. My vitamins, no. My notes for the end of the day, I didn't do well. Bam, 30 seconds, I'm done. That's that's a cheat day. It's kind of like being on a diet and eating pizza. You can have cheat days because after a week or two, you'll evaluate yourself and you'll say, I'm not really treating this very well. I'm probably only 30% of the program. I'm not 100% doing everything. Maybe I'm really bad and I'm doing only 30%. But you know what? I'm hanging in and I'm not quitting. And I was promised 100% I will get the benefits if I don't quit. So, yeah, you're in. Confidence. Have you done something? How could you not have the time to say to yourself, where am I at with confidence? Oh, I don't have time to look up stuff on confidence. Make a note, put it on the side, use a sticky, do what you ever do about these things. And when you're tired and you got the TV on, you could say to yourself, do I care about being confident? Can I spend 5 minutes and look it up and turn off the political news or whatever? And you'll see how motivated you really are. If you're not, then you get to look at that. A week will go by every night. It'll be the weekend, and you look over your notes and you'll say, man, I just didn't have the time. You want to play the I don't have the time game? Fine, own it. Own it as that's who you are. And the more you look at yourself, eventually the changes will be made. Accepting yourself. You don't have the time. That's where we spend a lot of our time. We kick ourselves for messing up, and we beat ourselves up, the ones who do, for failing at something. Or if you're not that type, you might in subtle ways tell yourself, well, I'm too short to talk to that girl, or my hair is messed up. And just by noticing over and over that you do this, it won't take much time to notice it. In fact, a lot of us are really, really good at it. In a split second, we put ourselves down. So we do have the time to accept ourselves or to not accept ourselves. And then we get to see where we're at about that. Creating your day, that takes a little bit of time. But once you do it, it doesn't take much time because we're not very dynamic as humans in terms of erasing this and adding this and erasing this and adding two things. We don't get to the end of the day and say, oh, you know what? I need to take a course in French. And then you sign up for a course. And then you say, well, I need to start a workout program. And then you look one up and start it. And then you say, I need to buy some tools. And you go online and you buy it. And then the next day you say, I'm going to cancel this French class because it's not working for me, and I'm going to buy this and this. See, what we do is we make very little changes, and when we do, we don't give up so easily. We might wait 2 weeks before we cancel something we know we're not going to use. Or we might wait 3 weeks and then forget that we had a 2 week deadline and then wind up emailing or calling somebody and saying, oh, I forgot the deadline or the link didn't work and please let me out of it. So that tends to be a time waster also. More about that stuff later. But please, please, if you feel that you're one that uses time as an excuse and says, well, I don't have enough time to engage in this MC-OYL program, it's quite the opposite. Your engagement will save you time and stop you from losing time. Thank you.